Hello, welcome to my channel, Connection of Lives and Interests. This is Sharon coming to you on Saturday, June 3rd. And by the time you see my garden update videos, it's been weeks past, days past, but I like to change up my content so that I have something for each person that's interested in a different content. So, I'm going to be naming my plants, and it's all after you for the most part. So, tell me what you want to be named after. I have some pepper plants and tomato plants and corn plants. Some are not looking that great and others are looking wonderful. I do know that someone told me they wanted to be named after a tomato plant. Might have been one or two people, and I think there's 6. We'll count together. But this is our pea plant. It's one of 3 that I have shared in the past videos if you haven't watched it yet. This one has survived, and no matter what it looked like, felt like, smelled like, sound like, it's, can you see it? It's starting to wrap around the thing. So I'm calling this one Sharon after me because I always keep my faith no matter what it feels like, sounds like, looks like, and I always get through. So this one's named after me. I have one more named. This is my zucchini squash. Again, 1 out of 3 that has survived, and I looked it up and they don't need female and a male together. They don't need 2 plants together to cross-pollinate. So it has a flower in there, and by now I know I have shared my groomer's garden, and she's got leaves 7 weeks after the fact of planting that are probably a head and a torso size. She says she doesn't know what she's doing, but she does. So this one I'm naming after my lifelong friend of almost 40 years, well, 35 anyway, of my friend Arlene, because this one is holding on no matter what's going on. And my friend Arlene is one person, if I won a lot of money, I would definitely be overhauling her life needs, because she literally is one of the largest earth angels I've ever met. And she thinks little of herself, but trust me, God's got some awesome stuff that are going to be mind-blowing to her once she crosses over into the eternity with our Lord. Okay, so let me get up. Oh. Okay, let's count the tomato plants. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I knew we had 6 in the beginning, but it's hard to keep track of what I'm losing and what I'm keeping. So I have 6 tomato plants to name after people. I think 2 are spoken for, definitely 1. I believe I know who it is for the first one. She lives in New York. So if I'm all right, I remembered you. And I'm going to pull up these flowers and maybe plant something there. And I don't have 6 pepper plants. I had 6 and 6 with tomato and pepper, but I've shared stories about the peppers. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 pepper plants. So if you want to be named after a pepper, comment below. And this little guy's grown since last night. Isn't that good? I love it. I love watching my plants grow. So Mr. Thumbs Up is going to help me. I put that stake up just to tie this plant. It's not tied right now, I know. And if you notice that. And because of the winds and stuff. And then it was leaning over that way too much, so I untied it, and now it's leaning back over. I know it sounds crazy, okay? I'm sorry. But, oh, we got some, I know, suckers to get rid of. Make sure you get rid of your suckers because they will suck the life out of the rest of the plant. And it's in between the V's. So, I'm going to cut up the bottom of these leaves that don't look good. And the top is healthy and happy. And what I like growing in these pots is, and these are tree pots. So if you're able to get tree pots, those are great. But 5-gallon pots of any sort are good. This is not a 5-gallon pot. It's full of sticks in the bottom. I've had videos made of that. And I have this much room to keep adding soil to. But Mr. Thumbs Up is going to help me with the staking up the plants tomorrow because I just don't have it in me. I almost didn't do a garden this year. Look at how the biggest size. I just got up, okay? Mr. Thumbs Up got me up. See how it's at the V? Got me up to take care of the plants because I took a big nappy pappy poo. So just get all the things in between, and it's not a problem to cut the bottom and add more soil in your pots. And the top will thank you for it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do tonight. My neighbors are out to check their wonderful, wonderful plants. Oh, I got to start earlier next year. Like, look at this one. Look at how lush and thick that one is, and it's at the V. And it's taking life from the rest of them. So you got to get those out. So I'm going to cut the bottoms and fill them up because I got that wonderful fake topsoil that I probably have filmed. Let's just go ahead. I'm looking for the suckers. Here's another one. So the sooner you pinch off your suckers, you don't pull them, you pinch them with your nail. And Temu actually has a thing where you can put it on your thumb and pinch it off. It's a blade, so if you're into that, or you could just use your tiny scissors. Let's go check the corn. So if you watched my video, you know that this corn was planted by seed the end of April, and it is June 3rd. And see what I mean? These were all planted at the same time. And look at that one. And look at that one. Do I give up? No. I let them decide if they want to live or die. So, I wouldn't pick the smaller ones unless you want to be named after a smaller one and hope that it hangs on. But we have, hold on. So, I always knew I couldn't do math. And it remains to be proven all the time. I think I said in a video before that we had 16 corn, but we actually have... No, I first said 16, then I said 20, but guess what? And they're not multiplying. It's just that I don't know how to do math, okay? So I just did math, and then I counted one by one just to confirm that I did the math right. I do know how to multiply. But anyways, so we have 24, y'all. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And not all the rows are the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not even going to try. What do we have? 2 rows of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm done counting. Because I just got up and I'm tired. So let me know if you want to be named after a corn. And I'll be glad to do it. And now I want to, Mr. Thumbs Up has really been cleaning up the yard. And he got rid of a lot of brush. The wood pile was over there all messy. Now it's over there all nice. He burned up the brush, if you've seen it in the background in other videos. He burned it all up. He's going to clean up all that grass because he's talking about maybe getting some fruit trees. And we have sandy soil. So if you have any tidbits about what would thrive in the south, heat, and... Oh, my battery's low. Oh, shucks. in the south of the heat and the sandy soil, let me know what you would grow. And we can also add stuff like we did here. And he wants to move the composting to another place and put the barrels behind here and just have that whole area looking towards the woods and not ugliness. Okay, so I don't want my battery to die on you. So, and yes, I have my wash hanging out. It was a gorgeous day. I hope you liked my video and will give me a thumbs up. I hope that you'll join my channel if you haven't yet by subscribing, and hit that bell if you don't want to miss any notifications. And remember, in the past I said I don't like to play God. So this one's not looking good. It was one that I had to pull and it still had a seed to the bottom, so I planted it in that. And I've got one in a bottle of water with the top out of the water. I just, like to try something. But yeah, I think it's gotten too much water. But I am going to put some 10-10-10 fertilizer on these plants now. And then I'm going to top them with more soil mounds around and then water it in. Yep. So whatever I'm doing is working. And by videotaping what I'm doing is my journal, my calendar, keeping track of what I've done and what's worked and what hasn't. Okay, thanks for watching. Keep the fun in all you do. I already said thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Bye.